Welcome to the beautiful Biomass Oval. We're here for the Malaysia Open T20i Quadrangular Series. Four nations competing in this, and we've already had the first round robin matchups. This is, of course, a double round robin where the teams will play each other twice. And today from the Biomass Oval, more games coming to you from the Biomass Oval. We have Saudi Arabia versus Thailand. Thailand yet to win a game. Saudi Arabia losing just the one game to the host nation, Malaysia. It was a nail biter there. So Thailand looking for redemption. Saudi Arabia looking to finish in the top two so that they can play the finals. It's all about to unfold this morning. So we've got Aryan with the two skippers down in the middle and with the match referee for the coin toss. Let's see what holds in store for us there.
Pleasing conditions out here at the Biomass Oval. We're here for day number 4, match number 7, and we're into leg number 2 of this Malaysia Quadrangular Series. It's between Thailand and Saudi Arabia. I've got the match referee as well, Mr. Ramesh. And without further ado, we'll go for the toss. Thailand will be spinning the coin. Heads is the call. It's tails. Won the toss. Can you have the mic? What do you like to do first and why?
We'll be bowling first. Just looking a bit overcast today. Want to exploit the conditions early on.
So far, it hasn't gone your way in the 3 games you've played so far. And this is the second leg. You still have an outside chance of making it. How's the team going?
Yeah. It's cricket and anything can happen, and we're rooting for the positive side of it, and definitely we'll want to be on the winning side today.
What's the total you're looking to restrict them towards?
Again, I think anything above 150 is a good total to bowl at. That would be fine.
Yeah, and any team changes?
No, we're going at the same team.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
So you'll be batting first. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, we also decided to batting first because it's a good track and our track record in last few matches is good for batting first.
Yeah, the last game didn't go as per planned. Towards the end over there, just a slight stutter ensured that you ended up losing. But you're still on track to make it to the finals?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, our team is very good balance and we win these last 3 matches inshallah and fought for the final.
What's the score you're looking to put on the board today?
I think 150, 155 is good total on this track.
All the best, go well.
Thank you.
So that is the news from the center. Thailand have won the toss and they'll be bowling first.
Austin Lazarus winning the toss and Team Thailand electing to field first. And Saudi Arabia have sent out Faisal Khan, who's at the non-striker. And looks like Abdul Wahid accompanying him, who will be facing up to the first delivery. The opening or the top order for Saudi Arabia has been, well, pretty almost perfect. They've gotten off to great starts in all of their games, but Saudi Arabia's middle order haven't been able to finish things off after the commanding positions that they've been in. And it will be Nitish Salekar for Thailand with the new ball, who's bowled brilliantly throughout this tournament. Hasn't been in the wickets column also much, but he's bowled a very good spell every time he's been given the ball. So he's ready to bowl the first one. So is Abdul Wahid. Oh, starts with a very good delivery, just a little bit too wide. Well, Thailand looking to pick up their first win here in Malaysia in the Quadrangular Series, the Malaysia Open. All games coming to you from the Biomass Oval. Singapore versus Thailand just before the rest day. Singapore getting the better of Thailand in that one. It's another close game. So Thailand definitely having a point to prove here. Back of the length again. And I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome in the Combox The man who was looking very smart and dapper out at the toss. Aryan, welcome. What do you make of this decision to field first from Thailand? And give us your insights on the pitch as well.
Very good morning, or rather good day from wherever you're watching from all around the world. It's match day number 4 here, and Thailand won the toss earlier and elected to bowl first. What do I make of that decision? They did bowl first in their previous game against Saudi Arabia, and they lost by close to 60 runs. So they'll be looking to put some early wickets, get some early wickets here, and put the top order, as you mentioned, under early pressure here. The top order for Saudi Arabia has been their mainstay. Getting that middle order in early would be their way to go. The skipper, Austin, mentioned at the toss that we'll be looking to put them under 150. We'll have to see whether that's possible. It's well bowled, on the money. It's bowled a good over so far, but things going well so far for Thailand. But Saudi Arabia in this tournament have dominated, and at the toss the captain also mentioned that yes, they had a stutter in the previous game, but they're looking good, and looking good to make it to the finals barring any hiccups. And the pitch early on, it looked a bit dry, as you can see already some footmarks in the 4 or 5 deliveries that we've had. Definitely a bit dry there, and might see some spin later on as well. Thailand skipper winning the toss and electing to bowl first, citing the overhead conditions. But it's gotten bright and sunny here.
Yeah, that is typical Malaysian weather for you. 1 second it's cloudy, the next second the sun shines through, and it can get quite hot and humid. That is for certain.
Well, it's in the air, and they should be taken. You talked about getting early wickets. You talked about their opening partnership being the best in this tournament so far, but he has to depart for a duck. Faisal there.
Well, Faisal Khan, he is a big wicket. Thailand know it. And Salika getting that ball to shape away. And Faisal looking to clip it. Only manages to hit it straight down Austin Lazarus's hands. He's not going to make any mistakes on that one. I think it was quite obvious that Thailand were looking for early wickets, and they've struck in the very first over.
Early trouble here for Saudi Arabia. Haven't been in this situation so far in this tournament. They've always had a good partnership up at the top of the order, but today is a different case.
Well, you're right. They did change up the opening pair yet again. They went with Usman Khalid and beg your pardon. No, Abdul Wahid. Usman Khalid just walking out to the middle. Wirapan Ngongwad has been impressive. New young fast bowler from Thailand. Got some good wheels on him, and he'll get better. He'll only get better from here with the exposure that he gains from this tournament. He's running hard, he's bowled fast, and his looking to bowl a heavy ball. He can get the ball to carry through quite nicely. Played into the offside, bowling to his field. Akshay Kumar Yadav behind the stumps with the gloves has been pretty exceptional for Thailand with the bat. He's been one of their mainstay batters this tournament. Unfortunately, he's needed some help from his teammates, which hasn't arrived. And Thailand will be looking to turn that around in this game. They're going to have to bat well against Saudi Arabia, but first, they've got to keep this Saudi Arabia batting lineup from going off to a great start as they normally do in the power play. If they can accomplish that, we know that the Saudi Arabia middle order doesn't go as fast as their top order. So it'll open up things for Thailand, especially after the power play restrictions. So Thailand have their work cut out for them, Aryan.
Indeed, they do. The top order has been the mainstay. Talking about top run getters in this tournament, Abdul Wahid standing at number 2 at the non-striker zone at the moment. Faisal Khan departed for a duck, so he will not be adding to his tally today. It's just a bit too wide for the umpire's liking. Outside the off stump there. But it's good that they've had an early wicket in this group stages. They've looked comfortable so far with their top order, so it might be time to just test out that middle order. Yes, indeed, they haven't qualified yet, but they're looking good to do just that. It's driven but straight to mid-off.
Our match officials for the day are on-field umpires, umpire Kalidas and umpire Ismer. Our third umpire is Mr. Shivan, and our match referee, who you saw at the toss, Mr. Ramesh Menon.
Just not bouncing too much to the batter's liking. He was looking to go leg side. Give us some insights, Robert, into this Thailand side. We've seen that the best bowler of the tournament so far in terms of number of wickets has been Sarawat Maliwan. How has they fared so far?
Well, Thailand have always had very good left-arm spinners coming through the ranks. Sarawat Maliwan is definitely one of them. This one is, it's been put down. Well, Sarawat Desinan there at point. He was tracking back.
Just getting a leading edge there. Oh, straight to the fielder at this level. Expect him to take it. He is disappointed with himself. He survives here. Could have been a lot of trouble here for Saudi Arabia, but not to be. It's the end of the second over. Saudi Arabia 4 for 1. We'll get back to your point, Robert, in the next over.
This is a quick change around between overs from Thailand. There's a bit of urgency. You can see that, yes, even after that drop catch, Virapan just encouraging his fielders, which is always a very good sign, because as a fast bowler, you don't like drop catches, especially not easy ones like that. Unfortunately for Sarawat, he's put that one down, but he's got to let go and come back into the game. Nitish Salekar bowls a leg delivery. It's just clipped into the leg side. That's the first boundary for Usman Khalid and for Team Saudi.
That was a good shot there. Just let delivery, hit it on the up. Not a half volley by any stretch of the imagination, but he's played it well.
Good comeback there from Nitish Salekar. Just a touch fuller. Well, that is Sarawat Maliwan. Every spinner in this Thailand team has got their own unique way of operations, Aryan. And Sarawat Maliwan is one of those who likes to fire it through much quicker. He can get the ball to turn as well with a very flat trajectory. He's got a good Yorker. That's played down the ground. Quick single attempted. I think he was making it home safe. But yeah, just a little bit more on Sarawat Maliwan. Likes to fire it through. Always looks to attack the stumps. So he's always in business. And you might think that you can hop onto the back foot and pull him. Then he slows it down. So it's got all the makings of becoming a very good spinner for Thailand, obviously alongside the other veteran and experienced spinner of Napon Sinamontri, who's been in the ranks for a very long time. As that's drilled down the ground, not quite off the middle. Chalamong Chatpai-san will do the cleaning up. So living dangerously here are Saudi.
You can see they're just having a look with the batter here, saying, how lucky can you get? Just couldn't time it there, right off the bottom of the bat, just over mid off there, and single taken. Khalid showing good intent, even though they've lost an early wicket.
I think the batting plans for Saudi are quite clear. They want to make full use of this power play, and even if they lose a wicket or two, they don't mind, but they will continue to play their shots. They will look to get to about 45, 50. They've had very good power play so far. That's a good delivery from Salekar.
Right on the money there. Looking to attack the stumps. The batter there, Wahid, just looking to take a step forward. And we're talking about the left arm spin. Definitely spin will have a say in this game. Quite dry, the pitch out there. There were some cracks as well on the wicket, so definitely going to see some spin. That's beautifully fielded there at mid-wicket. Stopped a certain boundary there. One-handed.
Austin Lazarus, the skipper of Thailand, leading by example. And that wraps up the second over. Good over from Salekar. Yes, he went for a boundary. He's limping here. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Lots of games coming your way. This is match 7, of course, of the Malaysian Open T20i Quadrangular Series. These two teams, Thailand and Team Saudi, later this afternoon. Next door neighbors will be competing. Malaysia versus Singapore. That's always promises to be an exciting matchup, although Malaysia in recent times have had the better of Singapore.
Again goes down the wicket. Couldn't connect.
Coming back to Wirapan, Ngongwat. Exciting youngster, lovely lad. Had the pleasure of knowing him since the start almost of his career. Always plays his cricket with a smile on his face. That's hit down the ground. Good effort. Going the other way in his follow through. And, make no mistake, he is a fast bowler. So there is that aggression. Even though he's found smiling most of the time. Haven't seen him bowl the bouncer just yet. He's got a good bouncer as well. Back of length just clipped into the leg side. Oh, a quick single taken. But it's a good start to the fourth over. Just the one coming of the 3 deliveries. Team Saudi, 12 for 1. It could have very easily have been 12 for 2, Aryan, with that drop chance.
Yeah, indeed, Thailand will have to be on top of their game if they are to get off the mark in this tournament. They've shown signs that they are capable. Bowling, in my opinion, is their stronger suit. So they'll have to ensure that the fielders are supporting the bowlers. Don't want to be getting a target that's too out of hand, as beautifully played there in front of square. There was a fielder there, but it's just wide of him. And that's the first maximum of the morning. And it comes off the bat of Abdul Wahid.
Well, Veerapan, his bouncer not bouncing as high as he would have liked. That was a waist height delivery. Yeah, and just cleared by Abdul Wahid, who's very good with the short stuff. And well, he's got to get that bouncer more around the chest to neck height. The surface at the BAYUEMAS has been good for batting, Aryan.
Yeah, it has been. We've seen some big scores. We've seen beautifully played there. This time tries to go even shorter. He was ready for it, was Abdul Wahid, and smashes it out the ground once again. Saudi Arabia getting themselves back here.
Well, it was definitely a lot higher than the previous one, but still around that midriff region. And batters with the class of Abdul Wahid are not going to miss out. It went even longer than the previous one. So Veerapan, all the short ball tactic not working. He's given back-to-back sixes.
Yeah, seems to be a bottom-handed player. Just was a short-arm jab more than a pull. It went all the way. 13 already off this over. Last delivery coming up. It's again back of a length.
But the line was a lot better. Line was a lot better on that occasion. And to wrap up the fourth, Saudi are 24 for 1. All 4 overs gone, 24 on the board for the loss of 1 wicket. The team Thailand, after winning the toss and choosing to bowl, they'll be quite happy going at just 6 and over. Anything below 40 against this top order of Team Saudi is going to be good for Thailand. Salekar to bowl his third. It's clipped up into the leg side. Got protection there. Those 2 sixes in that previous over. He was bowling to his field, but the ball just not bouncing as high as he would have wanted, which suggests, well, this is not the track to be bowling the short pitch stuff, especially when you are of the pace of Veerapan. You need somebody a lot quicker to try and rush the batter. So Abdul Wahid, the 2 short arm jabs, as Aryan called it, well and truly in front of square leg. So not rushed for pace there. So Nitish Salekar was bowled really well. Going fuller in length. That's clipped off the pads. It's in the gap. Work for Yotsak to do. Does well. Will be a couple of runs for Abdul Wahid, who continues in his impressive form. He's moved on to 17 of 12 deliveries. Obviously, the wicket of Faisal Khan has a big impact. So far, 4.2 overs. Normally, Saudi are looking to go at almost 10, 12 and over, Aryan.
Yeah, they generally have had good starts in this tournament so far, but today they could have easily been 2 down. But take this start, Saudi Arabia, after being 1 down early. Abdul Wahid looking really good there. Nitish starting a bit too straight in the last 2 deliveries, looking perhaps for some swing, but it's getting a bit too greedy. Beautifully played there over mid-on, one bounce over the ropes. Yes, he's looking for some swing, but the batter knows exactly what to expect. Overpitched and got the treatment.
Well, he's got mid-on up in the circle, looking for that shape away from Abdul Wahid. Abdul Wahid, too good. Just, again, you mentioned that bottom hand coming through very nicely. Picks up another boundary.
He's going to bowl that length. He might as well have that long on fielder back. You might as well have a slightly straighter field at the moment. We see a field change there before this delivery. Deep point comes in and long on goes back. Long on in play, or maybe not. It's gone over the ropes once again. So Abdul Wahid in the last 2 overs has smashed both these bowlers.
Going for that similar length, Abdul Wahid says it doesn't matter what field change you put, I'm going to clear the rope anyway, bringing up a half a dozen in style. So after a cautious first 4 overs, 3.5, Abdul Wahid turning up the heat here at the BAYUEMAS Oval.
A bit straighter this time. I feel like he is missed out there with fine leg inside the circle. 5 overs done, Saudi Arabia. Looking good now at 37 for 1.
Speaking about the spinners earlier, this is Nopon Sinamontri, very experienced campaigner for Thailand. He's been around the national men's team for a very long time. He's got loads of experience, multiple variations. He's taken on the responsibility of bowling at least 1 over in the power play, if not more. Today it'll just be the one. Team Saudi, after being put into bat, cautious start. I say cautious, it's still 7, almost 7.5 and over. And, looking to pick up a quick single there. Anucha Kalasi is on the field. Probably on the field for Nitish Salekar, who's getting some treatment. Oh, that's another short arm jab there, but the protection is out there. And Sinamontri knows exactly what to do at this stage of the game with the only two fielders out at the boundary. Well, this is an exciting contest. Abdul Wahid versus Nopon Sinamontri. Going to back Sinamontri as Abdul Wahid favors that leg side field. Looking to play it in and straight to Sarawut Maliwan, who takes a brilliant forward diving catch, and it is the dangerous Abdul Wahid that has to depart after scoring 27 of 17.
Yeah, it was just held up in the wicket just a bit there. It was slightly shorter. He's looking to turn it to the leg side, but there is a good sharp catch there. Good captaincy to have him closing in as well.
Well, Thailand will celebrate that wicket because Abdul Wahid was looking very dangerous. He had a big score in the previous game as well. Aryan, now they send out Mohammad Hisham Sheikh, who's been one of their more consistent batters. And, well, they've exposed that middle order, or at least that they've taken 2 wickets early, and the top order hasn't gone all guns blazing for Team Saudi. We're midway through the 6th over with a score on 38, possibly their slowest start this tournament. And so Team Thailand will be very happy with where they are, but there is still a lot of work to do in this innings if they are to keep Team Saudi under 150, as Austin mentioned at the toss. They're on track at the moment. It's going to need some good batting. Hisham Sheikh and Usman Khalid out in the middle at the moment.
Yeah, indeed. And It's the set batter. The batter who's looking comfortable out there has to depart, because Usman has tried to hit them big so far in the 13 balls he's faced, but hasn't really timed it. Good captaincy here again. Slip in place. Only the one fielder on the boundary. That is a mid wicket, as that is the wayward delivery down the leg side. You don't want to be there to a new batter. Gets himself off the mark with a couple. A good start, and straight away we've seen spin making an impact. Still aggressive captaincy. Short cover, short mid wicket. Closing in. Just a hint of turn there. See the bowlers just wiping their hands. Just an indication that there might be some wetness in the outfield, as that directed might have just had the batter there, Mohammad Isham, after facing a dot delivery. Decides, I'm going to take the arm on. Mid-on was well inside the circle there. Directed, I think, and he was a goner.
Absolutely. It was Chalamwong Chatpaisan, one of Thailand's quicker fielders, not the quickest. Oh, he was definitely in danger there, Hisham Sheikh. Chalamwong Chatpaisan, another one of Thailand's exciting talents. Well, it hasn't lived up to the hype and expectations, what we've seen this quadrangular series, but no doubt and nevertheless one of Thailand's brightest talents. Hoping he'll go good in this game, as Thailand turn to more spin. Good sixth over from Sinamontri. A wicket and 4 runs coming off it. Saudi Arabia, perhaps their slowest start to an innings in the power play, 41 for 2. This is Hisham Sheikh and Usman Khalid out in the middle, looking to stabilize just a bit. And Thailand have turned to Sarawat Tesingnon to bowl some off spin. Starts with a wide. Sarawat Tesingnon. It's got a very unorthodox action. Much better delivery there. Swept by Hisham Sheikh. They'll pick up a couple. Yotsak will do the cleaning up. Well, Thailand in this next few overs, at least the next 4, will be very happy if Saudi can go at about 6 or 7 runs and over. Looking to attack that just wide of the stumps line, Sarawat Tesingnon, and I think it's a good plan. The reason Sarawat is in operation is because of the left-hander Usman Khalid. Well, this is the contest for which he was brought into the attack, to try and trouble Usman Khalid. A much better line to the left-hander. He's been on the money, at least for the first 3 deliveries since starting with a wide.
I sort of love the field for the right-hander, but for the left-hander, you'll have to be very, very straight here, because he's bowling to a 5-4 leg side field. You cannot afford to give any room. So far, it's done well. For the right-hander, we saw that extra cover and that backward point creeping in, looking to stop the singles, which is very, very good captaincy and field placement. Cannot see it on your screen at the moment, but that backward point is almost at that 15-yard marker. Single taken. Saudi Arabia just looking to rebuild here. They know the importance of building a partnership at this stage, losing early wickets. As you can have a look at the field for the left-hander. It's got three fielders on the leg side boundary, short mid-wicket and short fine leg. Any room outside the off stump and that backward point area might be peppered. Last delivery goes for a single as well. So 7 runs off that over. Saudi Arabia 48 for 2. We have a look at the batting scorecard. Abdul Wahid looking comfortable, 27 of 17. But innings cut short by a delivery that just stopped on him. Faisal Khan gone for a duck, and these two batters now just looking to rebuild. Usman has been there for 16 deliveries. It's been a struggle, you would say, especially against the medium pacers. He's looked to take charge but hasn't succeeded.
Nobon Sinamontri will continue after a brilliant first over. The wicket of Abdul Wahid. Starts with a full and straight one. He's got a lot more protection now with the field restrictions being lifted. If Thailand can pick up a third wicket here, it will definitely put Team Saudi under some pressure, or at least their batting lineup. The lower or the middle order rather has not had too much time out in the middle. That's because their top order has done bulk of their scoring, and they've done it at a very brisk pace for most of the games. Oh, brilliant delivery from Sinamontri, coming in with the angle, then pitching and straightening. That is an absolute peach. Looking to be innovative, sweeps it fine. So just a single, 2 singles and a dot to start the 8th over. Thailand starting to apply a little bit of pressure here, bowling some good tight overs. 50 comes up with that single.
You see a lot of batters looking to employ those shots the moment they see the ball turn. Once again, quicker, slight misfill there, allows a single. Probably been among their slowest 50s in this tournament. Had to work for the runs. It's been very disciplined here from Thailand with the ball in the field. They could have been better. If they had taken their catch, then Usman might have been in the dugout at the moment. Good aggressive field placements prevent the single.
Well, Aryan, the coulda, woulda, should have, not going to change things for Thailand. But yes, they'll have to be alert from this point in. They can't afford any more drop chances.
Last delivery of the over coming up. Slightly slower this time, and dot ball. It's bowled a good 2 overs here, has Nafon. Saudi Arabia 51 for 2 after 8 overs. Seen signs of some turn already early this morning, so spin will have big role to play. Sarawat does continue. Slightly expensive in his first over considering the game situation. Just milked him around for singles.
Well, what Sarawat is impressed with is his lines and lengths to the left-hander in that previous over. He was zoning in on the stumps, giving no room away. He'll be looking to do just that. This time bowls it full and wide. Salamong will limit that to just one. And well, he can't afford to give too much room on the offside with the field that he has in place. And now he'll be bowling to Hisham Sheikh, who's been looking to use the sweep to good effect. And so once again, gets it nice and fine. Work for the fielder. Pick up 2 runs.
I think observing carefully the moment you mentioned he's looking to play that sweep shot in the previous over as well, you could just see the way he was shaping up. He was already premeditating that in his mind, and he utilized it to good effect. Brings about a field change. Third man goes to the leg side to short fine.
This time a drop and a run. Well, yes, and it's a good ploy, Aryan, I have to say, with the spin targeting that backward square region. And the sweep shot is a very good option to an off spinner. Well, 3 runs off coming off the first 3 deliveries.
That's well bowled there from Sarawat, just attacking the stumps. Has brought about a field change, so that fielder on the offside that was preventing a single is now moved into the leg side. Yet another single. Saudi Arabia not looking to do something too adventurous, just looking to milk the singles and the doubles. They understand that this is not a 180 pitch. They don't want their middle order to be exposed too early on this pitch. As we talk about the milking, there's nothing that say that he was looking for a single of that delivery, but that's what he'll get, and he'll have to settle for that. 5 of the over, 9 overs done. Saudi Arabia 56 for 2.
Well, a good comeback by Sarawat on that occasion, bowling to his field, except for that last delivery. But he had the protection on the sweeper boundary on the offside, and just giving away 1 run. So Thailand executing their plans quite well here. They've restricted a very strong Saudi top order to 56 for 2, heading into the 10th over. And they've turned to some leg spin here to try and stop Hisham from playing the sweep, but it'll be Usman Khalid on strike. It is Panupong Tongsa, another spinner, another exciting young talent coming through the ranks. So there's plenty of those for Thailand. And, well, they'll need them to step up to the stage. He's got the googly, the one that goes the other way as well. As Usman Khalid pulls that one away, straight to Yotsak. And this is more the matchup that Panupong was brought into the attack for. Panupong v Hisham Sheikh, who has got plenty of international experience. Probably look to play the slog sweep rather than the conventional sweep to the leg spinner. Straight bat offered on that occasion. Austin not able to cut it off. Easy single in the end. So textbook batting from Hisham Sheikh. Just having a look at the new bowler, Panupong Tongsa. And Chalamong Chatpaisan was always involved in the field. Slog sweep attempted. Has he got hold of it? Yes, he has. It's gone for a mighty half a dozen off the bat of Usman Khalid, who, with that 6, just makes the numbers look a lot better. 23 of 22 for him. He's been out there since the first ball.
Yeah, you could see that he was just looking to access the boundary in the previous over as well. Couldn't really connect, but this time Gets a flighted delivery and ensures that he hits it out the ground. This time goes shorter, probably looking for the wrong gun, but misses out there. Does Usman, disappointed as well. Pressure on the bowler at the moment, the young leggy. You can see that they're still wiping the ball after every delivery. That suggests that there's still some wetness in the outfield. Had some rain last night. Quick single. Oh, misfield there. Would have been close had he picked it up.
Well, you can expect that from Mohammad Hisham Sheikh when he's out in the middle. Loves to pick up those quick singles. You're right. Thailand have got to be on their toes here. There'll be plenty of opportunities with this pair out in the middle. Usman Khalid, not the quickest. Well, he's come a long way across the stumps. They've gone up in appeal. Umpires turned it down. Be interesting to see, was it off the bat? Yes, no signal from the umpire suggests it was off the bat as they pick up a couple and wrap up the 10th over. Good one for Saudi as they head into drinks in some hot, humid conditions at the Biomass Oval. We'll take a short break here in the com box and come back to you with the rest of this innings shortly. So at the halfway stage of match 7 between Team Saudi and Team Thailand after Austin Lazarus won the toss and decided to bowl first. They've kept Saudi to 67 for 2 after 10. These next 60 deliveries will determine how much Thailand are going to have to chase in that second innings when they come out with the bat. The batting for Thailand has been the one department that's let them down more often than not. Their bowling and their fielding much better. Yes, it could have been a lot tidier in the games and even in this one, but they've done well in the field with the ball. It's their batting that is a matter of concern. And well, Sarawat Maliwan, somebody who we've spoken about quite extensively early in this innings, is now ready to bowl the 11th, his first. He'll be bowling to Usman Khalid, who hit a big 6 in the previous over. Although Sarawat Maliwan, a left arm spinner, bowling from around the wicket, cutting through. So looking to angle the ball across the left-hander. And we did say he's got a very good Yorker as well. And it's not by fluke or by chance that he executes those. He's put in a lot of work to be able to bowl those deliveries to batters who are looking to play the slog sweep. And what that does is it opens up a couple of dismissals for him. And Hisham Sheikh will be who's been sweeping quite well this morning. This time just tucking it around. The fielder's in place there, so bowling to his field. Well, Sarawat Maliwan, I think, will enjoy this battle against Usman Khalid, the left-hander. He's hit that. Is it off the middle? No, it's not. And Thailand celebrate their third wicket. It's the big wicket of Usman Khalid as well. All these top order wickets from Saudi are big wickets. And well, 3 down now with the score on 69 midway through the 11th over. Sarawat Maliwan strikes for Thailand.
Yeah, you could see he was just looking to target the leg side in the previous delivery as well. This time it was in the slot there, but just couldn't get enough timing on it, and a good catch taken there at long gone. And you can see the jubilation there. They know the importance of this wicket.
Anuja Kalasi, well, the substitute fielder. You can see what it meant to him. He knows exactly how important these wickets are. And well, this game in general, Saudi Arabia ranked very high in comparison to Thailand. So, well, lots of ranking points to be had as well. Yes, Thailand have not given themselves the best chance to qualify for the final after they lost to Saudi, Malaysia, and Singapore, being the latest defeat. But here, looking to turn things around.
It's going to be in at number 5, Zainul Abidin. Saudi Arabia 3 down inside 11 overs. Chat during the drinks break surely was one batter to go for it, and it looked like the left-hander was going to go for it, but lost his wicket. Brings in another left-hander. Sarawat Maliwan, already the leading wicket taker of this tournament, and is just added to his tally. Brought in slightly late in the 11th over, and he's already yielded a wicket for his captain. As Zainul Abidin looking to get off the mark. Good piece of fielding there. That's his 8th wicket of this tournament and only the 4th game. He is a wicket taker, has been striking at every match that he's played so far. It's again slightly back of a length. It's a good end to the over there. Just the 2 of it. Saudi Arabia 69 for 3 after 11.
Take a look at some of the Thai players here on the field. Body language, nice and positive, upbeat. And that's because they've got Saudi Arabia 69 for 3 as Panupong Thongsa will continue. That's Yotsak, who's fielding out on the sweeper boundary. So I think Panupong Thongsa, who's well, started the game with some tape on his jersey, and I think that tape has just flown off. flighting it and angling it away. Veerapan doing the cleaning up. Another dot ball. So good 11th over from Sarawat Maliwan. Just the 2 and a wicket coming off it. Straight to Austin on that occasion. Down the pads on that occasion. Well, 70 for 3. It'll be 71 for 3 after 11.3. Aryan, do you think Saudi are going to be able to get to 150 from here? And what do you think they'll be looking at from the remaining 8.5 overs?
Finally off the mark here, Zainal Abidin. Yeah, I think haven't really been in this situation, losing 3 wickets without having much on the board in terms of run rate. So this is unfamiliar territory, at least in this tournament for them. So I think, just as the captain mentioned, 150 would definitely be a good score to put on the board. Slightly slower this pitch, and all the onus will now be on Mohammad Isham. He can stay until the 17th or 18th over. They can definitely get to the 150 run mark. See some practices going on for players. Oh, what's happened here?
As you were mentioning, the onus and the responsibility is going to come onto Hisham Sheikh. He's gone down. Saudi Arabia will be hoping that it's just a niggle that needs a little bit of stretching. Out comes the physio. As they stretch that out, we'll take this opportunity, go stretch our own legs. And after he receives his medical treatment, we'll come back with more live action from the Malaysian Open T20i Quadrangular Series. Well, stay tuned.
Well, it seems to be sorted out. Mohammad Isham is getting his pads back on, just stretching it a bit more. I just like to take this moment to just appreciate the sportsman spirit and the kindness that has been shown by Thailand today and throughout this tournament. We know Thai people to be very, very nice and kind, but doing it on the field while you're competing for your country is another thing. I'll explain why I say that in just a moment as sneaking a leg by. So 12 overs done. We have a look at the replay. Hint of turn there. Just beats the inside edge. Lucky there that his pads came in the way. Moment Mohammad Isham went down with the cramp. The bowler there was just ready to help him out in stretching it out. You don't often see that. When you're competing for your country, you just focus on your own goals, and it was very good to see from the Thai bowler there. And just in general, we saw in the 6th over, the bowler there just, oh, what's happened here? Mohammad Isham seems to be walking off and seems to be limping off. He cannot continue, it seems. That hold up in play is more serious than we thought, and this is not good news here for Mohammad Isham and Saudi Arabia, not just for this game but also for this tournament as it progresses.
Yeah, worrying signs here for Team Saudi as Mohammad Hisham Sheikh has to retire hurt. Well, Thailand will be quietly pleased with this outcome because now it's 2 new batters. Zainul Abidin has just managed to score the 1 of 7 deliveries so far. So Thailand will take that, will graciously accept it. And they would have liked to dismiss Hisham Sheikh so he can take no further part in this. But for now, it's Wajiul Hassan out in the middle. Be at the non-striker's end and will be on strike. Well, he'll have to wait to get on strike as they pick up a quick 2. Wajiul Hassan, very quick between the wickets. He has struggled a bit this tournament, Aryan, the skipper of Saudi, in terms of his strike rate. And when he's been out there, he's looked good in parts. He's struck the ball well, but teams have just decided to go wide of the stumps to Waji, and it's been an area for him to look to score off, and he hasn't been able to do so far. So he's on strike for the first time up against Sarawut Maliwan, who's pulling on figures of 1 for 4 in his 2nd over here. We're looking to fire it in to the new batter, the skipper of Saudi. Oh, that one almost carrying to Panupong Tongsa, fielding in at a very sharp, short cover, or short extra cover rather. There he is. He's bowled. He's bowled well. Leading edge, and they'll pick up a single.
Yeah, Waji off strike and off the mark as well. Has had his struggles so far in this tournament. But what better time than today to get his side into safe waters and onto a respectable total. Effectively 4 down at the moment. We don't know whether the retired batter can come back in terms of his fitness. Just something I've noticed. Sarawat Maliwan slightly is very side on, a bit like Virendip Singh. Probably the shorter version of Virendip Singh. Similar action as well. Last delivery of the over. Bowling to Waji. Offside strengthened there. 2 fielders behind square. But well played there behind square. Wide off that short third man, and they come back for a second. Still a good over that. Just 6 runs off the bat and 1 leg by. Saudi Arabia. 13 overs done. 81 for 3. Just looking to keep that left and right hand combination going throughout, considering the 3 spinners who have bowled so far. Starts with a dot. Full toss there, but he's missed out. Zainul Abidin struggling here. 4 of 11. Punches it through the offside. Once a second, never there. Just looking to rebuild now with the wickets and the retirement as well of the set batter. Just 7 overs left. Can they sneak in another 60? It's going to take some hard work from there. It's beautifully bowled, but just sliding down leg. And you can see some impetus on the running. They just want to run hard, both these batters, knowing that the singles and doubles are going to be crucial. Boundaries are not going to come too easily. Bowling to 5-4 leg side fields. Will have to be on the stumps. Oh, it's a full toss. It's in the air. Long off coming underneath it. Just short. Lucky to get away with 2 full tosses in this over as Yotsak. Short and cut away behind square here. Come back for a second. This should be close. The throw is a bit wide. Looking to rotate the strike, looking to get the singles and doubles in this over so far. Swept away premeditatedly, but fielder there, protection. 6 off that over. Saudi Arabia 87 for 3 after 14. Sarawat will continue his third over. Off spinner. Can they get another wicket here before this partnership really gets going? Goes for the reverse sweep there. Good shot there, but couldn't really get it into the gap. Got the right idea. There's 5 fielders on the leg side. So looking to access the offside was the captain, Waji. Zainul Abidin has struggled so far. 6 of 13 deliveries. Can he find a boundary here? 6 overs left. Less than 6 overs left. Oh, just off the bottom of the bat. Waji there. Ready for the single, and now they'll get a single. Did everything right there. Got to the ball quickly. Effected a direct hit as well, but the ricochet allowing him to get off strike. Having a look through the leg side there, Waji. Where can he find himself some runs? Ideal timing on that. Just single once again. Halfway through the 15th over, 90 on the board. Can they get themselves onto 140? We talked about 150, but 140 will be competitive as well, you would feel. And that is a beautiful catch there, extra cover. Was very, very close there, the captain. Was looking to go over him, Zainul Abidin, and all he could do is manage to find the fielder there. Excellent catch there. And Saudi Arabia effectively 5 down for 90 now.
Good stuff from Team Thailand and their skipper, Austin Lazarus, who dismisses Zainul Abidin with a good sharp catch in there at that short extra cover position. And, well, Aryan says effectively 5 down. That's because Hisham Sheikh has had to retire hurt. We'll have to wait and see if he comes back out to bat. And Saudi Arabia will be hoping so. But Thailand are doing well here to turn up the heat and tighten the screws, Aryan.
Yeah, indeed, they've gotten themselves yet another wicket. They've done that throughout this inning so far. Picked up wickets at regular intervals. Just considering what we just mentioned about the retirement, as far as I understand the rules, only way the batter can come back in to bat is if he suffered an external blow on the field. And I don't think a cramp counts as an external blow. I'm not too sure if he'll be allowed to come back on the field, but I may be mistaken. We'll have to wait and see if the situation arises. Slight misfield there allows them to get a single, and Abdul Manan gets off the mark.
Well, to add to your point, Aryan, I don't think that was a cramp. He hadn't been out there for very long.
Short pulled away. Just a single. It's obviously up to the umpire's discretion whether to allow the batter to come back in. We'll have to wait and see what the word is on the batter there. Whether he did suffer an external blow or was it a cramp, which might not be the case because, as you mentioned, he wasn't out there for too long, just the 19 deliveries he faced.
Well, 15 overs gone, 92 for 4. Thailand have done well here to hold Team Saudi Arabia to 92. And the final 5 overs of this first innings are going to be a massive impact on this game, as it will determine what total Team Saudi set for Team Thailand. And, well, 2 of those are going to be bowled by Nopon Sinamontri. You can bet your money that is going to be on the target. Very rarely bowls any loose deliveries. It starts with a good one. First up there, Anucha Kalasi, who's subbing in for one of Thailand's playing 11. At the moment, it looks like it is Nitish Salekar, who's also carrying a bit of a niggle. It's pulled into the leg side. It's in the gap, and it's well placed by the skipper Wajul Hassan for a much-needed boundary here. Nopon Sinamontri losing his line there a little bit, going leg side. That's worked away into the vacant leg side region. There's nobody up in the 30 yards on the leg side. Waji will pick up a single.
It's been a good start to the over. Already a boundary and just looking to rotate the strike. With just 4 overs left after this. Can they scramble and push themselves into 140? Driven away in the gap. Come back for a couple. Bilmanan doesn't have too much time here to get his innings underway. Valiant effort there by the bowler himself, but cannot prevent the ball from trickling down to long off for a single. 8 runs off this over. That brings up the 100 for Saudi Arabia. It's taken them close to 16 overs, so it's been a struggle, but they know that towards the end they can really put up a flourish. Yet another single, so 9 off that over. Looking for a second there, but not to be. 101 for 1 after 16.
Well, a good over, considering the fact that he's gone just for 9 runs after going for a boundary of his second delivery. He's come back well there as Nopon Sinamontri, or 24 legal deliveries. And Team Saudi will be hoping to get at least 10 and over from here on in for the last 4. Get past that 140 mark, and they've got some heavy hitters still in the dugout, the likes of Usman Najib, who's already shown us he can hit a very long ball. I don't know if you've seen Usman Najib in action, Aryan, but he's got some fireworks.
Looking forward to see him if that's the case. Haven't really seen him so far. For that, we'll have to see a wicket to fall. Again, you can see the urgency again with the running here. Just a single though.
Sarawat Maliwan, who's bowled really well so far. 9 for 1 from his 2.1 overs. So Thailand have definitely got the spin options to close out this innings. And, well, we haven't seen it a lot, but spinners closing out a T20 innings is a roll of the dice. It could be highly rewarding, or it could be an over that goes for 20, 22, 23 runs. So are Thailand willing to take that gamble? At the moment, their spinners are doing the job, and they're doing it pretty well. Sweep shot attempted. He's gotten hold of that. It's gone all the way, sailing over deep backward square for a half a dozen. So Wajihul Hassan, take a look at that.
That was beautiful there, just on the stumps there. And Wajihul Hassan, you mentioned he hasn't had the best of tournaments with the bat, but tonight, or today rather, is looking comfortable there. Hasn't played too many dot balls and has hit the odd boundary as well, but none better than this one. Behind square there, helping it on its way. Went all over the boundary there.
Yeah, much fuller on that occasion.
Short ball there. Looked like he wanted to go for the big shot, but just skidded onto him. Still a good over. 10 runs already off this. Can they finish well here? Looking for the gap behind square there, but no real pace on the ball. So single taken once again. But 17 overs done. That's a good one for Saudi Arabia. 11 of it. 112 for 4.
Well, Aryan, Austin Lazarus has a decision to make. It's a tough one. Does he go back to his paces? Does he continue the last, or does he finish the last three with spin? It's at the moment Nopon Sinamontri, who's getting ready to bowl the 18th. He'll be bowling his final over of his spell. Good figures, 19 for 1 from his three. So, beg your pardon, that was Sarawat Maliwan. Nopon Sinamontri also very effective, very economical today. 16 for 1 from his three. So both Sarawat Maliwan and Nopon Sinamontri have an over apiece. Does Austin bowl them out in the 18th and 19th over? We'll have to wait and see. This is going to be a big over for Team Saudi. If they can get a few boundaries, they'll get close to 140, and Thailand will know that. So will Sinamontri. Driven through the offside. Yotzak does the cleaning up. He's been a busy man out there on the sweeper boundary. Slog sweep, a sweep shot attempted and connected to perfection. Half a dozen for Wadiul Hassan yet again. Faisal Khan there, pleased with his captain's efforts towards the tail end of the innings.
Yeah, he's looked good with the sweep shot so far. It's not the worst delivery. Maybe you would say slightly in the slot there. But you still have to hit it, and he's hit it well. All the way, 32 of just 19 deliveries on a tough pitch when you're not in the best of forms in the tournament.
A misfield there. Well, Thailand can't afford these let-offs. And they'll come back for 2.
Have a look at this again. This was a straightforward chance there. Always going to get the single anyways, but it's allowed Wajihul Hassan to come back on strike. That's the last thing that Thailand wanted. Going back to your question, I think it's time for some pace. Short cut away, this time straight to the fielder, and this time no misfield. Got 3 overs of pace left. This over has been expensive already, so have the last 2 as well. All of them going into double figures. Certainly, you would think time to bring some pace. Wajih definitely looking very, very comfortable against the spin.
Well, Thailand might have a problem here because Nitish Salekar has been off the field for quite some time. And he's definitely one of the most experienced, one of the more experienced pacers. And they've got Veerapan, who is a youngster. You want experience bowling in the death overs of an innings. So at the moment, it looks like Thailand are going to have to turn to spin to close out this innings, and Saudi will be looking to cash in on that.
Well, that is another catch being put down there. He did the hard work, got in good position, but he's ended up spilling it there. The catch of Manan that's been put down.
Oh, Manan trying to go for it, spoons one up. It was a fairly easy catch. Didn't just moving around too much. There was Anucha Kalasi. He took a good catch in the outfield previously. This time, a straightforward chance goes begging And 18 overs gone. Saudi Arabia 124 for 4.
Just a change of gloves there for Wajiul Hassan, and also some liquid chalk, as they call it, tends to reduce the amount of sweat that is generated by the palms. So to ensure that you get a better grip of the bat. It's going to be some more spin. Fawad Maliwan will be bowling his final over. He's done well so far. 3 overs, 1 for 19. Coming in after the 10th over.
Well,
Short.
drags it down, and that's pulled away for another half a dozen, going into the scaffolding there of here at the BAYUEMAS, and a big 6 to start the proceedings in the 19th over. That was well struck. Umpire checking the ball for any damage that might have happened. Most of the damage coming off the bat of Manan Ali. And he's got hold of this. It's a back-to-back sixes for Manan Ali and Team Saudi as they race along to 136 here in the 19th over.
Yeah, I think he's missed a trick here. He's attacking his stumps. He's putting the pace on the ball. And that's exactly what he needed. We saw in the previous over, when they went wider to him and slower, he chipped it in the air for a wicket, but then the catch was dropped. So maybe that's the plan they should be looking towards, outside the off stump.
Well, he's connected that beautifully. Make that a hat trick, half a dozen. 6-6-6 for Manan Ali as he races on to 25 now.
Once again, it's pace on. Once again, it's gone out the ground. We talked about how he likes to bowl quicker through the air, and how badly would that drop chance cost them now. 18 runs of 3 deliveries ever since that drop catch, all off the bat of Abdul Manan. Can you go wide outside the off stump? That's what the keeper is indicating. It's well outside the off stump there. It's in the air, and it's yet another maximum here. Once again, he's looking to attack the stumps. Once again, he's bowling pace on. And once again, it's gone over that mid-wicket area for a maximum.
Salawat Maliwan has just been taken to the cleaners here in the 4 deliveries of the 19th over. He's gone for 24 runs. Manan Ali, he's making the most of that drop chance, Aryan.
Yeah, indeed he is. Going to cost them a lot more. Finally, a change in the field now. The leg side there been strengthened. Fielder right in front of the side screen is the only fielder on the offside. He's got the 4 fielders on the leg side. Extra cover is inside the circle. Now he'll have to be on the stumps here. Cannot be wide. Short ball pulled away. This time to the fielders. 25 runs now off the over with the delivery left, and suddenly Sarwar Maliwan's figures have been ruined.
If there was a word stronger than ruined, we'd be using it. But you're right, Aryan, definitely ruined here. 25 for 5, 1 delivery to go.
Just going to finish with the single here. So 26 runs off that over, which brings up the 150 for Saudi Arabia. 19 overs done. 150 for 4. Looking all set for this 160 plus total here.
despite the 26 runs coming in that over, Thailand have done well for pretty much most of this innings to keep Saudi Arabia in check. And they've turned to Virapan to bowl an over of pace. Well, Abdul Manan Ali, since being dropped, has cashed in all his luck, and he's batting brilliantly. 32 of 11. 4 sixes in that over. Definitely changing how the scorecard looks for Team Saudi.
You see the players just taking a breather here, just taking drinks, which I don't really understand why, for two reasons. Number one, we only have 1 over left in the innings, and number two, they've just got the momentum on their side. You don't want to have a break that will ruin that momentum. Yes, there's only 1 over left, but still, this could be the difference. When you're going well, you want to ensure you keep it going.
Well, it will be Wajiul Hassan on strike for the last over, which will be bowled by Virapan. 16 of his 2 so far. Thailand will be happy with an over that's under 10 or even thereabouts. This will be a loose delivery, which will be very costly. 1 for the no ball and the 4 as well. So 5 coming off it. And more importantly, it's a free hit for Saudi. And Wajiul Hassan will be looking to dispatch this over the ropes, no doubt.
Yeah, certainly there. Not the best of starts there from Waripan. Last over of this innings. Before the previous over, you would say that both the sides would have been fairly happy with the total. But now, Saudi Arabia looking at the score in excess of 165, you would think. Free hit here. It's going to be caught.
He's caught, but it's a free hit. They will run hard. Just a single. Now the dangerous Manan Ali on strike. So not a bad result for Virapan and Team Thailand. It's the one coming off that free hit. Well, Aryan, I'll have to say, if Team Saudi can get to 170, they'll be very happy because they have a very strong bowling contingent. That's a down the ground. Has he got hold of it? Yes, he has. And Manan Ali continues to send the ball over the ropes.
You can see that he just moved outside the off stump, expecting the bowler to be outside the off stump, and it was a slow delivery, but it was just a bit too full and in the zone for the batter. Smash it out the ground. 38 of just 12 deliveries, closing in on Waji, and a half century as well.
Well, Abdul Manan Ali setting up well and truly outside the off stump. Exactly for that reason, he's clipped that in the gap. Good effort there. We'll come back for 2. Well, 3 deliveries to go. 3 legal deliveries to go. Aryan, going to ask you, what do you think Team Saudi is looking to do and looking to get to?
Yeah, I think with 3 deliveries left, I know that Abdul Manan is looking for 3 boundaries here. If he gets those 3 boundaries, he gets himself a half century, and he gets Saudi Arabia rather to a total that is well above par.
Mind you, Team Malaysia chased down a very big total, 178, I believe it was, against Saudi.
Well, this time gets it into the gap. Good piece of fielding there. Keeps it down to just a couple.
And Yeah, good work in the field from Chalamong Chatpai-san. And just to bring that back, Malaysia were chasing 170 odd, 178, and individual brilliance from that of Virendeep Singh to take Team Malaysia all the way to victory and to the top of the table. So if Thailand can do something similar.
Well, ball there by Waripan, just outside the off stump and not connect. Yes, indeed. If Thailand can get themselves off to a good start with the bat, you never know what might happen. It's been their weaker suit so far in this tournament. Their bowling has been their stronger suit. We'll have to see how they fare against the strong Saudi bowling lineup. Here we go, last delivery of the innings. It's in the air, going straight down the ground and gets himself a boundary to finish. So they breached the 170 run mark in their 20 overs, and it's an expensive over here. 18 runs of it from Waripan to end the first innings. As we have a look at the batting scorecard here, Abdul Wahid, 27 of 17, looked really, really good after they lost their early wicket of Faisal Khan. And towards the end here, there were some partnerships in the middle. Usman Khali, 25 of 26, Mohammad Isham, 17, and retired. And I think that might have been a good thing that happened to Saudi Arabia, as the two batters, Wajid Hassan, the skipper, getting himself back on good form, and Abdul Majid doing the finishing touches with 46 of 16 deliveries.
Well, the bowling card for Thailand looked pretty good for most of the innings. Nitish Salika starting well, 3 overs, 21 runs conceded. 1 wicket. Virapan, expensive in that last over, 3 overs, 36 without a wicket. Nopon Sinamuntri finished his spell, 28 runs conceded with 1 wicket. And Sarawat Desanan, 17 for 1 from his 3. And well, Panupong Tongsa, 3 overs, 20 without a wicket. And Sarawat Maliwan, well, who gave away 26 runs in his last over, courtesy of 4 sixes off the bat of Abdul Manan Ali, finished with figures of 45 for 1 after 4. And well, he was taken to the cleaners in that last over. Just the 7 extras. So Thailand, for a majority of that first innings, did really well. But when we come back after the break, they're going to have to bat exceptionally well to score 171 from their allotted 20 overs at a run rate of just over 8.5. So we'll take a short break here in the comm box and bring you the rest of this run chase when it resumes. Welcome back, folks. We're back live at the BAYUEMAS Oval for the run chase in match number 7 between Saudi Arabia and Thailand. After Thailand won the toss this morning and chose to field first, they got off to a good start, dismissing early wickets and, well, a late flurry of runs from Abdul Malan Ali and the skipper Wajul Hassan saw them get to a very good score of 170 from their allotted 20 overs. Hisham Sheikh, a concerning factor, as he normally bowls lots of spin in the middle overs for Saudi, had to retire hurt, but at the moment, the target for Thailand is 171. They've sent out Akshay Kumar Yadav and Chalamwong Chatpaisan Imtiaz Khan with the new ball. Quick single. Akshay Kumar Yadav gets off the mark of the very first delivery. Well, Thailand are going to have to bat really well here to chase this down. We saw Malaysia accomplish a similar feat. It was a nail biter between these two sides. I'd like to take the opportunity to welcome in the Combox a rising star in the Combox as well. Aryan, welcome.
Thanks, Robert. A bit flattered by that, but anyhow, we are going to have an interesting run chase because they'll need to go at close to 9 runs and over if they are to chase this down, and haven't had the best of batting performances so far in this tournament of Thailand. Imtiaz starting off well here. It's got a very short extra cover for the right-hander, looking to get that wicket off that chip that might be in play with the drive. They've understood this pitch well, slightly on the slower side. Got a packed offside field, most of them in front of square as well.
It's worked down to third. Work for the fielder to do too much, in fact, and the first boundary comes up for Thailand and for Akshay Kumar Yadav. Deliberately played there, as fine as he did. Well, the rare occasion that Team Saudi are bowling without a slip in place, and just as I say that, a second slip almost comes into place.
Yeah, you called it there, and a bit too wide there outside the off stump from Imtiaz. Signaled the wide by the umpire. Generating good pace is Imtiaz. Already also generating bounce. He's already hit Akshay Kumar on the gloves of the first delivery.
There's been a couple of deliveries in this over that have been around the handle of the bat. The previous one also hitting the shoulder of the blade, of the bat rather. So good stuff from Imtiaz Khan. Just needs to channel it in the right areas.
Beautifully bowled there. That's the channel you're referring to. Maybe a bit too wide there. He's missed out as Akshay Kumar. Pleasant conditions for cricket out here today. The sun not really shining. The cloud cover is quite heavy, nothing threatening. So we hope to have a full day of cricket, and the players will also appreciate these conditions as well. They don't want it to be too hot out there. Well played behind square, just a single. Good start for Thailand.
It's been a positive start, Aryan, and that's something that hasn't happened too often in this series for Thailand. Both Chalamong Chatpaisan and Akshay Kumar Yadav off the mark. And well, their partnership is an important one. It's always been an important one in regardless of the team. Your opening pair, if they can get going, it sets the tone for the rest of the innings. And Chalamong Chatpaisan will be looking to do just that.
Sharp inducker there from the bowler. Just a bit too much bounce there. Hitting the inside edge and the stumps.
Almost missing both on that occasion. Imtiaz Khan, who's been getting the ball to just leave the right hander, brings one back in. That's going to create a bit of doubt in both these batters' minds. 1 over gone, 8 without loss at Thailand.
Robert, walk us through this batting lineup for Thailand. What do they like to do? Who are the batters to watch out for? You've known them for many years now. Who are the players that we should be watching out for in this run chase and in the remaining games that they have?
Well, the three big names that come straight away to mind are one of them batting there on strike now, Akshay Kumar Yadav. He's been one of the more consistent batters amongst the runs for Thailand. So a lot will come down to him. And obviously the skipper, Austin Vincent Lazarus, who's got a wonderful game. He's able to score on both sides of the wicket, got the attacking shots to go over the rope as well. And then Nitish Salekar, the all-rounder who made his debut for Thailand late last year. So Akshay works a single. And apart from that, you've obviously got the exciting Chalamong Chatpaisan. I'm almost afraid to build him up here. So I'm just going to keep that under wraps for now in the hopes that he could get going and get a big score on the board. We've obviously got Yotsak.
It's a very
One comes in.
indirect commentator's curse there. Hope it's not a curse in any way.
Oh, we'll have to wait and see. As interestingly enough, Saudi Arabia have turned to spin in the second over. Watchful from Chatpaisan on that occasion. And we've got Narawit Nuntarak and also some exciting Thai-born talent in this batting lineup.
Ekes an inside edge there. Usman just looking to dart the ball in here, just using that new ball to get some drift. It's good to see some exciting talent, as you mentioned, with both bat and ball. Have to bat out of their skins to chase this target against a very strong bowling lineup here from Saudi Arabia, starting off with spin. It's been a good over from Usman. Just a single and 4 dots. Can he finish well? Yes, he can. Top over here from Usman. Just attacking the stumps throughout. Just a single off that. 2 overs done. Thailand 9 for no loss.
Well, Imtiaz Khan, who bowled a fiery first over, got the ball to beat the outside edge on several occasions. And Akshay Kumar Yadav just guiding one to third, which is why there's a slip in place. They should have had it from the very first ball. Looking to drive that, gets the inside half. Well, keeper has to give chase. They'll come back for 2. So those names that I mentioned, Aryan, they're going to, like you mentioned as well, have to bat out of their skins, and it's going to need one of them to bat long and get a big score. And if we have to go by the past, Akshay Kumar Yadav definitely capable of playing a very long innings. He's done that on several occasions for Thailand. Today is no different. So a lot will be riding on his shoulders. And they'll be hoping that Chalamwong Chatpaisan, who's at the non-striker's end, can live up to his potential. That's a crack through the offside. Oh, what a cracker of a shot there from Akshay Kumar Yadav. He's gotten used to the pace of Imtiaz Khan. A couple of steps down the track and smashes that through the offside.
Yeah, Akshay Kumar Yadav there. Good counter attack shown there. He's the highest scorer in this tournament for Thailand with 98 runs to his name. And with that boundary, he brings up 100 runs for himself in this tournament. So definitely have a big role to play. As you mentioned, he likes to play long, and he'll have to play long here. But one thing they'll also have to ensure is don't let this power play get out of hand. You don't want the run rate to be creeping up into double digits. That would just spell trouble.
Flipped into the leg
Well played there
side.
behind square.
Yeah, so the one thing, Aryan, that I've seen in this tournament at least is when Akshay Kumar Yadav is batting well, they haven't been able to get him back on strike. And he spent a lot of time at the non-striker's end when he's batting well. And we saw that with with Saudi Arabia and Malaysia. If a batter is batting well, his partner does everything to get him back on strike as quickly as possible. Because if that batter is spending too much time at the non-striker's end, things tend to happen against him.
Yeah, I think that's a valid point you make there, Robert, because your best batter in a T20 or in any format of the game should be facing the majority of the deliveries. And in this tournament, it has been Akshay Kumar. So they'll want to get him on strike as much as they can. But at the other end, at the moment, it's been a struggle for him, 1 of 8 deliveries. Just looking to keep wickets in hand. They've had a decent start so far, 3 overs almost completed without a wicket.
Going back to your point as well, Aryan, you're right in the fact that Thailand can't let this power play get out of hand in the sense they get bobbed down to just 20 off it. It should be looking to get about 40, 50 as Chalamwong Chatpaisan tries to innovate.
Yeah, first signs of real intent here from Chalamwong. Apologies if I misspelling that or misinterpreting that. But yeah, it's good to see some intent. He'll need to find a boundary early on here or at least get his partner back on strike. It's been a good comeback from Imtiaz after going for 7 in his first 3 deliveries. Slip goes out into that extra cover region. Once again, hit well. Once again, straight to the fielder. 3 dot deliveries to end the over there. Thailand 3 overs done. 16 for no loss.
I'll go back to that point, Aryan. 7 coming off the first 3, and they picked up 3 singles off the next 3. It would have been a 10-run over in the end. Imtiaz Khan closing out the third very well with 3 dot deliveries. Thailand are 16 without loss.
Yeah, indeed. Suddenly a 10-run over looks good and brings the momentum back onto the batting side. But those 3 dot deliveries just have put the pressure back on Akshay Kumar to once again find a boundary early in this over from the left arm spinner of Khalid. Bowling to 6-3 offside field. Mid wicket and long gone on the boundary. That 6-3 offside field does not work in his favour. Gets himself a boundary here. Good batting.
Well, Akshay Kumar Yadav continues to impress. Take a look at that for a cut shot and with surgical precision. Plenty of fielders in the ring on the offside. He says, I'm just going to go through them. And, well, we talk about cricket being a game of fine margins. It's also a game of momentum. And everything you can do to keep the momentum on your side is going to eventually add up. And so Thailand now with this run chase, if they get off to a good start in an over, they want to try and maximize that momentum. Looking to place it down to third. A dot delivery. So, well, Akshay is the man who's been delivering that momentum. And can he continue to do that here in the power play? Good comeback from Usman Khalid. Fuller and straighter in his line and length.
He'll have to balance aggression and solidity here. Akshay Kumar looked the only batter from the two so far who's looked comfortable against both pace and spin. It's good batting there. Can they come back for a second? This could be risky and they decide against it, rightly so. Fielder, they're very quick to the ball.
Well, Ishtiaq Ahmed, you do not want to take a chance on his arm. He's got a cannon of an arm. We've already seen that on a couple of occasions in previous games. So I think wise from the two batters out in the centre.
Looking to go offside there, gets an inside edge. Running away behind square for a second. There's the cannon arm you were talking about.
Yeah, and mind you, Ishtiaq Ahmed is also a frontline bowler for Saudi Arabia. Just he's playing in the game. He's playing in the 11, but probably given a rest here just as they try Imtiaz Khan out.
Once again, just the 7 off that over. 4 was done. Thailand haven't really got off to the best of starts in terms of their run rate. 23 for no loss. The first change in bowling, it's going to be Zainul Abidin. More spin being introduced to Saudi Arabia, understanding that this pitch more suited towards the spinners, and that's the route they've taken. The replica off the field for the previous over.
Well, Zainul Abidin has been consistent for Saudi. He's bowling inside the power play. Akshay batting on 19 of 12. Chalam 3 of 12. Looking to back away and cut that one in. Have to be very quick with his hands as he usually is. Zainul Abidin looking to target that stumps, pulling the around the wicket angle.
Field there, just slightly down the leg side.
Flight it full and straight. I think just going down the leg side. You're right. But interesting mix up here from Zainul Abidin. Goes it straighter again. So he's bowled well in terms of line. Single picked up. Chalamong Chatpai-san, what has he got in reply to this line and length? There's the Thailand dugout. moment, it looks like it's Sorawat Desinan who's padded up. Looking to slog sweep that. Change in pace from Zainul Abidin.
Lack of footwork here from the batter, Salimung Wong. Not really moving his feet. He needs to get a move on here. 3 from 13. Putting a lot of pressure onto Akshay Kumar. Gets himself outside the leg stump and hits it through the offside. Will not go all the way. Just be a couple. Another good over here. Just the 3 runs of it. Desperately in need of a boundary here. The last over of the power play after this. Again, this time through extra cover and gets himself the much needed boundary here. And his first boundary. Once again, 7 runs off the over. 3 overs in a row with 7.
What a cracker of a shot there from Chalamong Chatpaisan. Finally, some attacking intent shown by him. He's been looking to score some runs here. He's gotten off to a start. Can he continue? Well, at a similar stage, heading into the 5th over. Well, Saudi Arabia, midway through the 5th over, in the 6th over rather, they were 38 for 2. And well, Thailand have done well here, not to lose any wickets in the power play. 30 without loss for them after 5. And well, for me, I think this 6th over is going to be very important. There you can see, heading into that 6th over, Saudi had just lost their 2nd wicket. The Thailand worm, yes, it's below Saudi Arabia at the moment, but they haven't lost any wickets, which means they can accelerate at any stage of this game. And well, this over, if they can get 10, perhaps 12 runs, it'll be a power play that Thailand will be very happy with. At the moment, it's Usman Khalid to bowl the final over of the power play to Akshay Kumar Yadav. It's an important over in the context of the game. And this run chase looking to cut that. I think his back foot was firmly planted as Akshay gives a slight smile to the wicketkeeper, Abdul Manan Ali, saying very enthusiastic.
It's good glove work there, but without too much of a fuss, as that's gone over long off. 1 bounce, 2 bounce and over the rope. That is a good shot there.
Brilliant batting from Akshay Kumar Yadav yet again. A bit too full. He had to get under that so he could clear that mid-off. He did just enough to do so and picks up a very much needed boundary. Well, 34 on the board for Thailand. Well, this over is very important. It'll set up the rest of this run chase, Aryan.
Yeah, certainly is. Last over of the power play. Something has to give here. They need 40 plus. Oh, this time it's been put down. Difficult chance there. Was hit hard.
Something almost gave. You were spot on. As Akshay looking to hit that flat and hard, hits it straight into Usman Khalid, who a bit slow to react there. It was at quite a comfortable height. Fortunately for Thailand, and Yadav is still out there. And Chatpaisan drills this one down the ground. Work to do, not enough to prevent another boundary. So Thailand and Chatpaisan finally getting some momentum in the last over of the power play.
Yeah, good to see they're slightly overpitched. The last 3 deliveries have been slightly overpitched. And they've ensured that they've got results of it. Good effort there down at long gone by the fielder, but just a bit too wide for him. Suddenly, this power play looking good for Thailand here. And Chalameng Wong also getting himself closer to a runner ball. 2 runs, 2 runs, 2 runs. 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 2 runs, 2 runs, 2 This is the
There you can
first
see
over.
Akshay Kumar. You could see Akshay Kumar Yadav there after that dot ball, just trying to calm down Chalamwong Chatpaisan, and they're telling him it's okay. We've done our job so far.
That's the
It's
end of
not
the
the
power play.
it's
And
not the quickest starts for Thailand, but they've done well to not lose a wicket here, and they've got 39 on the board after six. So they will still be pretty pleased with it. And well, they've got a job to do with the remaining 14. And all eyes on Chatpaisan and Akshay Kumar Yadav as the umpire signals the end of the power play. Field restrictions will be lifted. 5 fielders now allowed on the boundary. And so we're going to have to see a change in gears here where the boundary options should be picked up as and when they present themselves. But a lot of good running between the wickets and avoiding as many dot balls as possible for Thailand. Meanwhile, Zainul Abidin will be looking to rack up those dot balls and not concede too many runs in the next 4 to 6 overs. Starts with a dot ball. Well, it's a packed offside ring, Aryan, and he's bowling to his field so far. In the seventh over is Zainul Abidin.
he's just getting a hint of turn there, which is helping him as well. Look at that sharp turn there. Zainul Abidin getting one slightly fuller, slightly straighter. Akshay Kumar beaten all ends up.
Opened him up like a book there, did Zainul Abidin.
Yet another dot delivery there. 4 dot deliveries on the trot on the first over after the power play. Have to be careful here. Required run rate 9.9 already now.
Well, the momentum definitely swinging back in favor of Team Saudi.
Dot delivery number 5. Can he finish off with a maiden as the required run rate for the first time has touched double digits? Yes, they still have 10 wickets in hand, but you don't want this required run rate to get too far. Single taken off the last delivery of the over, but excellent. The top over here from Zainul Abidin. 7 overs done, Thailand 40 without loss.
Oh, what a good over that was from Zainul Abidin. Not much Akshay Kumar Yadav could do about that. And the mystery spinner, lots of carom and lots of finger spin from Mohammad Hisham. Good to see him out there. He had to retire from batting due to a niggle. Not sure if it was the hamstring. We'll get confirmation of that in due time. Well, 7 overs gone, 40 on the board without a wicket lost for Thailand. They'll be pleased with that, but they've got to get a move on here. And they'll pick up a single off the first delivery.
He's got a bit of Sunil Narayan about him there. Just hiding the ball all the way till the end, just prior to the release.
Well, Chalamong Chatpaisan has got to try and do something different here. He's trying to stay on the inside of the line and in the end not opening up too many scoring options. This time does the same thing, but it gets a fuller delivery from Hisham Sheikh, which I think is parried to long off. It was a half chance there. It was a tough one, but you expect the likes of Hisham Sheikh to take those.
Has given two chances already, both back to the bowler. That's beautifully bowled there. Slowed it up and could be a chance for a run out. Good running in the end. Running is always good with this Thai batters. Very, very fit. Chalamong needs to get a move on here. They rotate the strike once again. This would have been a very good start considering they were chasing that 140, 150. But that flurry towards the end, ensuring that they get in excess of 170, and that means that they have to take the extra risks. At the moment, just dealing in singles, 5 off that over from Mohammad Isham is first. 8 overs done. Thailand 45 without loss. It will be the left arm spin of Zainal Abidin to continue, just given the way the 1 run of that previous over. Short ball pulled away in the gap, and both fielders left it for each other. Some much needed boundary here for Akshay Kumar and Thailand. Hit well in the gap there. Should have been stopped there, but both fielders ended up just looking at each other and none of them actually went for the ball. Good start to the over. Zainal Abidin just a bit short. That single brings up the 50 for Thailand. It's taken 8.2 overs, going at a run rate of 6 runs per over. But they have a good platform to launch. You can see the intent definitely there to look for those runs and the occasional boundary as well. Need to hit quite a few of them. Required run rate approaching the 10.5 runs per over. With 11 overs left after this, you don't want it to rise even further. Good batting here. After getting a boundary early on in the over, just rotating the strike. 7 already of 4 deliveries. Can they make this a big over? Can find another boundary from here. Well, looks to go towards the leg side there. Gets a leading edge, or rather an outside edge. Come back for a second. So runs coming. Not in the prettiest of manner in this occasion, but runs nevertheless. Nine of this over, 1 delivery left. That's gone over extra cover. There's a fielder down at long on, or long off rather, and he's taken the catch. For the first time, he's looked to go aerial, and he's perished. It was a struggle.
It's a good catch on the bunt. It's a good catch on the boundary there by Imtiaz Ahmed. He's staying in the game, even if he's not bowling. Top catch there, flighted just wide. Backing away a little too much, creating too much distance between him and the ball. He, in the end, got pretty decent connection, but could not get the distance to clear that fielder as the first wicket to fall, that of Chalamwong Chatpaisan, with the score on 54 at the end of the ninth over. The new batter, Jotsak. Beg your pardon. The new batter, Austin Vincent Lazarus, the skipper of Thailand, joins Akshay Kumar Yadav.
That makes it very, very difficult for the new batter to come in and straight away take singles and the odd boundary as well, because it's a slightly slower pitch. The ball is turning as well, so it's paramount that a partnership kicked on, but not to be.
Hisham Sheikh giving away 5 runs in his first over. Slog swept by Akshay Kumar Yadav. It's in the gap. They will pick up 2. Good work again there from Ishtiaq Ahmed. There you go. Definitely deserves that. He's a good team man, is he?
Yeah, they just good work in the end there, close to the boundary. Akshay Kumar there thought the ball was going to the boundary and therefore did not run the first one hard. Changing the field, mid-wicket goes a bit straighter.
Aryan, Thailand will have witnessed how the game changed for Team Saudi. They had one big over, 26 runs coming in it, and it changed what Thailand would have been chasing. They've just gone for 10 or something, 10 or 12 runs. But in the end, they'll know that one big over can change the complexion of this run chase. And the 2 batters out there in the middle, more than capable of delivering a 15-20 run over at any stage of the game. Austin Vincent Lazarus will have to spend some time out there. This is not the easiest of tracks to bat on.
Yeah, certainly will have to stick around there till the end if this is to be a match to be witnessed, because straight away down the wicket, very slow there from Mohammad Isham, probably expecting the batter to chip down the track. Gets himself off the mark, Austin.
Well, it's good proactive batting from the skipper, Austin Lazarus, using his feet and meeting the ball on the pitch and just driving it down. He gets off the mark.
Last delivery coming up, and that's a dot ball. We've had 10 overs with Thailand 58 for 1, looking to take this game deep with 113 needed from the remaining 10 overs as the players take a breather for drinks. So it's going to be Zainul Abidin to bowl his last over. In excess of 11 runs per over needed in this last 10 overs. That is definitely the communication between the batters and the dugout as well. How to go about chasing 11.3 runs per over for these remaining 10 overs. The skipper is out there along with Akshay Kumar, who's looked good, 38 of 34. Need to be out there till the end. Slip in place for the new batter.
A single picked up off the first delivery. Austin should allow himself some time as the best part of the remaining 10 overs to go, and he can change a game very quickly. He's got to give himself every opportunity he can to get used to the conditions. Meanwhile, Akshay Kumar Yadav can be looking for the boundary. Both of these batters are going to have to bat deep. Going down, I'd say not too much spin on that occasion, but it'll have to be one of these batters till the end if Thailand are to get anywhere close to this total posted by Team Saudi. That's a cutaway. There is a protection.
Once again, a good start to the over there from Zainul Abidin. Bowled 2.3 good overs in just the one over where he considered some runs. But the intent is there to go after the bowling from Thailand, which is good to see. Needs some boundaries here. You see the Singapore team just making their way towards the ground. They'll be playing at 2 p.m. Malaysian time, which is just about an hour and a half from now.
I've been very impressed with Singapore, Aryan. They've played some good cricket in this tournament.
Have unleashed some good talent there for a country the size of Singapore. Have some good talent with both bat and ball. Haven't had the results going their way so far, but they know that still have 3 games left to make amends and fight for a spot in the final. Good over once again from Zainul Abidin. Just 3 of it. Can he finish well here? Cut away to extra cover. Just a single. That's the end of his spell. 4 overs, 1 for 21. Thailand after 11 overs, 62 for 1. Gonna see some more spin being introduced. We've had 16 overs of spin in the first innings and all but 2 overs of spin in this second innings. Definitely both these teams understanding the requirement of this pitch. And I'm sure in the second game, Malaysia and Singapore will bowl a lot of spin as well. Said Faizan.
Well, it's safe to say BAYUEMAS today is going to be a spinner's paradise, which is making batting a little difficult. And use the feet, full toss, not able to put it away. These are the deliveries that Thailand need to find the boundary with. Not able to do so on that occasion. Another full toss. This time, Akshay Kumar, has he got hold of it? Yes, he has. Half a dozen. He's asking for the no ball. And, well, it was marginal there at best. He used his feet to get out of the crease. and clubbed that over mid wicket. So Syed Faizan Tahir, pardon, and has given two full tosses. One of them has been dispatched for half a dozen. Akshay Kumar Yadav moves on to 46.
The best part about that shot was he didn't look to hit it too hard. Looking for a quick single here. Good work by the bowler himself. We've seen in previous occasions, I've witnessed this firsthand with my bat in hand, where I get a full toss, my eyes light up, and all I do is end up hitting it straight to the fielder, or even worse, missing it altogether. It's happened on multiple occasions. An embarrassment to say the least.
Use of the feet there. Look for a quick single. Trouble at the striker's end. Austin Lazarus is, run out, and he's not a happy man. It's an important wicket at a very wrong time for Thailand in this run chase. He's furious.
Yeah, they desperately needed these two to stitch a partnership. You can see that Akshay Kumar always looking for those very tight singles. Almost run out of the previous delivery there. And this time, he's had his partner run out. There's never a single there. Good work there by Faizan. Off his own bowling. Never gonna make it there. Returns a good throw and the keeper does the rest.
Well, Faizan there just getting in front of Austin Lazarus at the start of that run, sort of delaying Austin from getting off to a quick start in that single. In the end, he was never going to make his ground. Good work from Syed Faizan Tahir within his rights to go for the ball. Unfortunately, a quick single sees Akshay Kumar Yadav lose his captain. Well, more pressure will pile on the shoulders of Yadav, as now he has to be the one to steer Thailand closer to this target. Outwalks Yotsak, who will have to get going in very quick time. He doesn't have a lot of time, neither do Thailand. Full toss presented first up. He gets off the mark.
Yeah, Said Faizan. He's not bowled the best of overs so far. He's got away just the 7 runs off the over. Can he finish well here? Bowling to Akshay Kumar. Beautifully played through extra cover. Finds the gap, but not enough power, and just a single taken. That's good fielding down at long off. 8 runs off the over. Thailand 70 for 2 after 12 overs. We're going to see the Saudi Arabian version of Sunil Narain to continue. 2 overs just for 9 runs.
It's been an important 2 overs from Mohammad Hisham Sheikh. Akshay Kumar Yadav will have to dust it off and refocus. This game nowhere near done. Use of the feet, outside edge. It goes trickling towards the third boundary. Will it get there? Yes. No, it won't. Usman Khalid there as well. Akshay Kumar Yadav moves on to 49.
I think they ran 3 over there, and that should be his half century there. Yes, it is. It's well played half century. They're looking to take the attack now, knowing that required run rate 12 and a half. It's a well played knock there. It's not done. Yotsak comes on strike.
Not much for a celebration there from Akshay Kumar Yadav. That's because he recognizes that this game's not done. Yotsak, meanwhile, drives one to the sweeper. That's the sixth 50 for Akshay Kumar Yadav in T20i games. And 31 matches so far, 30 matches so far. So, long way to go for Akshay Kumar Yadav, both in this game and in his career, as he strikes one and he's gotten hold of it for a half a dozen. It's not going to slow down Akshay Kumar Yadav. Thailand will need a few more of those.
That's a beautiful shot there. In the slot there. Slog swept and it's gone well beyond the boundary here. Robert, you mentioned earlier that he often stays out there for quite some time but doesn't get to face majority of the deliveries. Hasn't been the case today. He's faced 44 out of the 75 deliveries, so that's a good chunk to have faced, and he's done it at a good strike rate as well, going at close to 130.
Spot on there, Aryan. He's now looking to take on the Saudi bowlers. 10 coming off the first 4. Can they make this a 14 or a 15 run over?
Just a single taken. So 11 runs only off the over. And Thailand, after 13 overs, 81 for 2. It's been the story so far. They've gotten boundaries early in the over, but then they just haven't been able to get those singles and doubles going after that, which has led to these overs just being like 8 or 9 run overs. It's important to just rotate the strike after you hit a boundary so that the over can go into double digits.
Well, as Singapore is in preparation for this afternoon's game against the hosts, Malaysia, that's Jonty Scott having a few throwdowns. Exciting talent for Singapore, opens the batting for them. Aslan Ali as well. Kasif, good spinning, good spinner for Singapore. Oh, Faisal Khan into the attack for the first time in this tournament. Looking to bolt some leg spin from the looks of it. Yes, he is. Full toss. Oh, it was hit straight into the hands of Faisal Khan, who, well, it was a tough chance.
I'll tell you what, both these sides need to work on the full tosses. Thailand need to work on hitting them out the ground, and Saudi Arabia need to work on not bowling them and fielding them off their own bowling, taking the catches. It was a difficult one, no doubt. Beautiful shot there, straight down the ground. It's a maximum. Akshay Kumar here turning it on.
Absolutely. That was a brilliant shot from Yadav. You recognize Faisal's just tossing them up, uses the feet, gets to the pitch of the ball, good clean swing of the bat, bang into the side screen. And, well, Thailand and Yadav, as you rightly said, turning it up. This time uses the feet again, drives it down to long off for a single. Well, 7 off the first 3. Yotsak needs to either find the boundary or get Yadav back on strike. Can't rack up the dot deliveries.
Yeah, his last 3 deliveries will be crucial here. Can they get this into double digits? Beautiful shot there, swept, but straight to the fielder. Second best result for them. Got Akshay Kumar back on strike. Faced 50 deliveries for his 64. The only batter who's really looked comfortable out there.
Well, Thailand will have to make this another good over. Back-to-back good overs will help them get close to this target.
To go through extra cover, but just finds the man. Once again, 8 runs off the over. It's still a decent over. You would take this at this stage if you're Saudi Arabia.
Absolutely. And if he can finish off with a dot or a single, he finds the outside edge. Is this going to race away? Thailand will be hoping so, but does not have the legs to get to the boundary. They will still pick up two and wrap up the 14th over with 10 runs coming off it. 91 for 2 after 14. Thailand need 80 from 6. That's the batting card so far. Akshay Kumar Yadav at the top there. 66 of 52 has been the mainstay batter. Salamong Chatpai-san looked good in parts. 18 of 24. Then couldn't change gears and get going as Ishtiaq Ahmed took a good catch. The bowling of Zainul Abidin, Austin, Vincent, Lazarus, you'd have to say, is a bit unfortunate to have been run out. There's a little bit of rash calling. There's no need for a quick single at that stage, at least. But since then, Akshay Kumar Yadav has taken on the responsibility and struck a few good-looking shots. And it sees Thailand need 80 from the remaining 6. At, just over 13 runs and over, Yotsak is on strike. Down the track, has he got hold of this? Yes, he has, and but not enough. He'll pick up a single, and more importantly, it's Akshay Kumar Yadav back on strike.
You can see both these batters now looking for that big shot. They want every over to go into double digits from here on.
Meanwhile, they pick up another single, and well, this partnership, for its brief stance out there, has looked good. Both the batters looking to run and exchange strike as often as possible. Yotsak goes for the slog sweep yet again. Not yet able to find the middle of the bat.
I think he's getting caught in two minds here. He's not sure whether to go all the way with it or just keep it along the ground. In the end, he's doing neither. He's lucky on 2 occasions to not have picked out the fielder. Beautifully played there. There's a fielder there just over him. Maybe there was an opportunity to take one extra step back.
It's the skipper Wajiul Hassan out on the boundary there. Akshay Kumar Yadav strikes that beautifully off the middle, and you're right, possible. And it's all happening so quickly, Aryan. It's very easy for us in the com box to sit here and say, yes, he could have taken a step back, but in a real time. Fortunately for Thailand and Yadav, the 100 comes up. Another good-looking shot. Has he got hold of this? And the fielder spills it. Does it get to the boundary? It's all happening here in the 15th over. Usman Najib on that occasion.
Well. This was a much easier chance than the other one, and Usman has put it down. The bowler there now wants a change in the field, he says. I don't trust this fielder to take another chance if it comes his way, but it's a good over so far. 10 runs of it. Can they find another boundary here and make it 14?
Well, Wahid they need to.
Goes a dip square leg now. Here we go. Yotsak. Oh, goes down the wicket and smashes it. Over longer for yet another maximum. 16 runs off that over. And Mohammad Isham finishes his spell. 4 overs, none for 36 after bowling 2 good first overs.
Well, take a look at that from Yotsak down the track. Beautiful swing of the bat, and the best result that Thailand could have hoped for. 2 maximums coming in this over and a bit of fortune going Akshay Kumar Yadav's way. 15 overs gone, 107 for 2. A very strong position in terms of wickets in hand. But they're going to have to pull out some big shots here in the final 5 overs as they require 64 at a run rate of just under 13. And they've got Akshay Kumar batting brilliantly on 74. And Yotsak just finding his rhythm and his groove, striking a beautiful six to close out the 15th. And well, Hisham Sheikh figures slightly ruined there by that over. We saw one over from the Thai spinners go for 26. Thailand are definitely going to have to find something in that region in the remaining 5 overs. And I believe it's the skipper, Wajiul Hassan, who brings himself on to try and restrict and perhaps pick up a wicket here. He's got plenty of variations for lots of slower deliveries and a couple of pace on deliveries. At least that's what we've seen so far from the skipper of Saudi Arabia.
I think this might be a good decision here. The skipper deciding that things are getting more serious than he thought and decides he's going to bring himself back on. Almost bowled there. First delivery.
He's on his haunches. That didn't miss the leg stump by too much. Well, Akshay Kumar Yadav here. He's batted so well up until this point. And there was a brief moment in this run chase when could have felt responsible for the run out of his captain. He's put that behind him. He's batting exceptionally here. And he's clipped another one off the pads. Has he got hold of this? That's the question. No, he has not. And perishes in the deep as Imtiaz Khan takes a good catch to dismiss Akshay Kumar Yadav. And with it, perhaps the hopes of getting to this total.
It was played a half shot in my opinion. It was there for it to go all the way over square leg, but he just didn't hit it too hardly. He just looked to time it, and in the end, that's a long boundary. So the fielder there made no mistake. Just as they were looking to shift the momentum back towards the Thai side, but he's played an excellent knock here as Yadav given his side just a glimmer of hope for the middle order to take this game deep and see what might happen.
Well, the one thing that Thailand were not hoping for has just transpired. And Sarawat Designan, who's had a couple of cameos, who's gotten starts rather, has not been able to put on a big score. But what a knock from Akshay Kumar Yadav. He's been a constant run scorer for Thailand at the top. And there was a game here where he was, the batting order just shuffled a little bit, went in at number 5, got a half century there as well. So pretty versatile in terms of where he bats and where he scores his runs. Team man, to say the least. Unfortunately, can't be there till the end to see Thailand through. It's up to Yotsak and Sarawat. Yotsak goes leg side. Doesn't quite get hold of it.
Just short of the fielder there, deep square leg. Yeah, you talked about Sarawat not having the best of times with the bat. He's played some cameos, but not anything of substance. We saw Waji in this tournament as well, not really have the best of times with the bat, but today played really well. Maybe this is the day for Sarawat. Oh, quick single here. This should definitely be a run out. And it's not going to be a good day here for Sarawat, but it's a very good throw there from the field at extra cover. And now Thailand losing their way.
Things going from bad to worse. First Akshay Kumar Yadav, then Sarawat Designan looking to take a quick single, had one stem to aim at and throws it down. Umpire Kalidas there in perfect position to make that decision. And 4 down now for Thailand.
think he would have made it, but he was probably just a bit afraid of the throw coming in over there. He thought it might just end up hitting him, so he just didn't ground his bat early enough. And there was still quite some distance away, but maybe, just maybe, if he wasn't afraid of that throw, he might have made his ground. Not to be. What an over this is from Waji. Just the 2 runs and 2 wickets, one off a run out and one off a catch at square leg.
Well, I'll tell you what, Aryan, I would have loved to have seen a dive there from Sarawat Desinan. Desperate times calls for desperate measures, and well, if you're not willing to dive, and that's worked into the leg side by Nara. It'll be Yotsak as Sarawat Desinan was run out at the non-striker's end, and it'll be Yotsak on strike. Well, Waji Ulasan bringing himself on in the important 16th over definitely has done the job. 3 runs and 2 wickets. So very effective change there by the skipper.
No matter which way this game goes, but it's really, really good to see Thailand showing some fight here, especially with the bat towards this middle phase. They did not give up, and they're still not giving up. Required run rate in excess of 15. We see Imtiaz being brought back into the attack.
Well, for those of the Thailand faithful wondering why Nitish Salekar hasn't come out to bat, he had left the field in the first innings to get some treatment and perhaps some attention for whatever injury he's sustained, and as a result, he can only come into bat after number 5, or the 5th wicket has fallen. So restrictions been applied there to Nitish Salekar. Good pace from Imtiaz Khan. He's a tall bowler, bowls a heavy ball and bowls it into the pitch. And Yotsak, not a very tall batter as well.
Yeah, good gas generated here. First ball right on the money. You mentioned not the tallest of batters there, Yotsak. Just to clarify on that rule even further, can only come into bat at or after number 7, or he has to wait for once again of his own bowling, and he's been given run out at the non-striker's end. He's put down the catch, but the non-striker there was just backing up a bit too far, and in a stroke of bad luck, he has to depart without facing a delivery.
Oh, that is so unfortunate for Narawit Nuntarak, but well, fortunate for Saudi Arabia that the catch was dropped and it ricocheted onto the stumps at the bowler's end. So 5 down now with the score on 110.
Yeah, things getting out of hand now here for Thailand. 2 overs ago, things were looking really, really good, and Saudi Arabia were the team under pressure. But the introduction of pace has changed things with 2 runouts, one an unfortunate one, and one run that shouldn't have been called for in the first place. The only good news is that Yotsak is still out there for Thailand. The last glimmer of hope if they're to make a match out of this, get anywhere near this target. Just gets a single down to long gone. Some good acrobatics there. Just
Well, Ishtiaq Ahmed is a wonderful character, very lively, finding ways to stay busy.
in the
That one rushed
air, just in the gap. Coming back for a second here. That's the dive that you were talking about. Anupong there, putting in his efforts.
Panupong Tongsa, another one of the exciting talents that Thailand have produced in recent times. Hasn't had the best tournaments, but definitely very capable. If he lives up to his potential, it's going to be a very good prospect for Thailand. At the moment, 58 required of 20 legal deliveries, and some fiery stuff from Imtiaz Khan.
Right in the block hole there. Good change from all the back of the length deliveries that he was looking towards. 4 runs and a wicket off this over. Things getting out of hand. Required run rate approaching that 18 runs and over already. Slow delivery, it's in the air. Long gone coming underneath it, but he's just a spectator. It's gone over his head for a maximum. Good end to the over there.
Well, take a look at that for a shot from Yotsak. He definitely packs a punch. Not a very big man in terms of stature, but when he hits them well, good enough to clear any size ground. So Yotsak, 20 of 12 for him. Thailand will continue to believe. 51 required of 18 legal deliveries. And I think they have no other choice. They've got to believe that they can get to this total. 120 for 5 after 17. They need that one big over, 18-20 run over to come in the next over or two and not leave themselves too much for the tail end of this innings. Wajiul Hassan bowls another slow delivery. Well, that's what he's done exceptionally well here as the skipper from Saudi Arabia. Bowls a lot of change-ups in pace, then one or two quick ones towards the back end of an innings. He's very difficult to pick up. Another slow delivery, swing and a miss from Yotsak, who cannot continue on. He'll depart with his score on 20 of 13 deliveries.
Just going across the line, there was a straight delivery, hitting top of off, and going across the line and missing it altogether. Waji making a strong case for the man of the match award here. Scoring a brisk 40 runs and getting himself 2 wickets as well.
Out walks Nitish Salekar. Hopefully, the injury that has prevented him from finishing his spell with the ball doesn't hamper his batting too much, because Thailand are going to need quite a few big hits. And, 50 from 16 legal deliveries is quite a challenge, even for the best of batters at the associate level. But Nitish Salekar definitely can hit the ball. You can see that injury just hampering his running between the wickets as well. So not 100% is Salekar. Pulled away to the leg side, and Ishtiaq Ahmed does the cleaning up as they dismiss Panupong Tongsa. And well, the wheels just falling off the train here as the Thailand innings comes to a standstill. Wajiul Hassan continues to be effective. Picked up 3 wickets, given away 5 runs in 10 deliveries bowled so far. Out walks Nopon Sinamontri, normally tasked with doing the job with the ball in hand. Now he's asked to go and score at 21 runs and over. 49 required of the remaining 2.2. Works it for a single. Saudi Arabia not taking any chances whatsoever, keeping the field out. Wajiul Hassan, I'd like to see him bring at least one fielder up in the circle. And Nitish Salekar not at 100% is not cannot be as quick as he'd like between the wickets. Drills that down the ground. They'll jog through for a single. Another good over from Wajiul Hassan. 2 wickets coming in it and conceding just 4 runs. 47 from 2 now. Osman Khalid will be bowling the 19th, and well, Salekar will be looking to take him for a few big hits here. Can't seem to get under that one. Out to cow corner for a single. So Thailand not looking to go after the boundaries. Happy to pick up singles here. As Salekar tries to heave that over onto the leg side, manages another single. It was the fall of Akshay Kumar Yadav's wicket that turned things in this run chase. 107 when Akshay departed in the 16th over. And since then, just 20 runs added, 4 wickets down, and time running out for Thailand. A good over from Usman Khalid. All singles there, 5 coming in that over. Thailand require 42 from 6 legal deliveries. Will be Wajul Hassan to continue. And he picks up his 4th as Nitish Salekar tries to hit a big one. In the end, missing it entirely. Wajul Hassan, as he's always done in the death overs, full and straight, you miss, I hit tactic. It's paid dividends. He's 1 wicket away from a fifer. The top knock with the bat coming in at the middle order for Saudi Arabia. The skipper scoring 41 of 25, 2 fours and 2 sixes in that innings. Came at a very important stage because Thailand were bowling pretty well at the time. And just accelerating at just the right time for Saudi Arabia. Thailand will look back to that over that went for 26 runs, was in the 16th and 17th over. And all of a sudden, Saudi Arabia getting to 170, which is proven to be too much for Thailand. And Sarawat Maliwan. He's got 4 deliveries to go, and he's going for glory, looking to heave this one into the leg side. Goes down the ground this time. Well, Saudi Arabia now just wrapping up the formalities in these next 3 deliveries. Nopon Sinamontri will do his best to try and avoid Wajul Hassan picking up a fifer as he goes leg side. We've said this before. Do not take on the cannon arm of Ishtiaq Ahmed. 2 deliveries to go in Wajul Hassan's 3rd, the final of this run chase. And well, Sarawat Maliwan giving the charge and falling on the boundary. Ishtiaq Ahmed, well, he hasn't had much to do with the ball, so he's been out there in the outfield protecting the hot spots. And for those obvious reasons, one of the safest pair of hands there. A very good fielder, a great team man. As Wajul Hassan picks up his 5th. And 1 delivery to go. Thailand could be bowled out here on the last delivery as young Virapan replaces Sarawat Maliwan. Take a look at that for figures. 2.5 overs, 9 runs for 5 wickets. Well, definitely the game changer here, Wajul Hassan. Well, they've gone up in appeal, not sure what they're appealing for. And well, that concludes match number 7 between Thailand and Saudi Arabia after Thailand won the toss and decided to field. Things went well at the start for them. They held Saudi Arabia back to perhaps what was their lowest score in the power play. But then towards the end there, good finish from Abdul Manan Ali. Finished unbeaten, 46 of 16. Wajul Hassan again, good knock from him, 41 of 25. Abdul Wahid has been constant and consistent at the top of the order, 27 of 17 for him. The bowling for Thailand, Sorawat, Nitish and Nopon each chipping in with a wicket. But the batting for Thailand, once again, has largely depended on Akshay Kumar Yadav, who did not disappoint, 74 of 57 for him. And Yotsak with a brief cameo, 20 of 13. And Chalamong Chatpaisan getting 18 of 24. But the pick of the bowlers for Saudi Arabia came in late in the run chase. Bowled 3 overs, picked up a fifer, gave away just 9 runs. Wajul Hassan, definitely the standout performer of the day. And Saudi Arabia winning the game convincingly by 39 runs. We'll have the post-match presentation coming up shortly, followed by the afternoon game, which is match number 8 between Singapore and the host Malaysia. So stay tuned for that. But for now, it's I'll see you soon from the Combox. Robert Reyna signing off. And coming your way shortly is the post-match presentation, followed by match number 8 at 2 p.m. Malaysian time. Thank you, and we'll see you soon.
Hello everyone, welcome to the post-match presentation of match number 7 of the Malaysia Quadrangular Series 2025. Match number 7 was between Thailand and Saudi Arabia. Thailand won the toss, elected to bowl first, and Saudi Arabia put a formidable total of 170 for 4 after being in early trouble. Thanks to Wajih Hassan, 41 of 25, and Manan, 46 of just 16, delivered with 5 sixes. In response, Thailand struggled and ended up losing by about 40 runs. Akshay Kumar being the top scorer with 74 of just 57 deliveries. Once again with the ball, it was Wajih Hassan, 2 overs, 5 for 9. So we'll have a word with the Thailand captain, Austin. Austin, tough luck today. You started off well with the ball. You had a very good start, but towards the end you licked a bit too many runs, your outfield.
Yeah, I think the last 3 overs in our bowling that just proved to be a bit too much. I think if we would have restricted them, we could have restricted them under 150. That would have been an interesting game altogether. The approach in the batting would have been different, but could have, would have. We cannot say that in cricket.
Yeah, and with the bat in hand as well, you had a very good start. You lost your first wicket only at the fall of the 9th over. So you guys were going well, but what happened in the middle, in that stutter towards the middle?
Yeah, I think steady start by Akshay and Chalam Wong. I think we had a good start in the beginning, but I think in the middle we could have consolidated a bit, 1 or 2 wrong rash decisions from ourselves. That just cost us the game today.
Yeah, definitely. One of the key moments was your run out over there. But yes, you might have been run out, but any words on Akshay there?
He's batting fantastic and he's second 50 of the tournament and going good. I hope he does continue it for the rest of the tournament.
Tough luck today. Good luck for the next 2 games.
Thank you so much.
So that was the Thailand captain, Austin. Now we'll have a chat with the Saudi Arabia captain, Wajih. Congratulations, Wajih bhai.
Thank you so much.
You had a tough start with the bat over there, losing a few early wickets. What was the chat between the batsmen?
Yeah, early in the inning, we got a little bit low and little bit too much low, but over batting in last, me and Manan played very well today, mashallah. He's hitting brilliantly today.
Yeah, at the toss you mentioned you were looking at 150. Was that the plan throughout the innings, or that late flurry took you to 170, which proved to be very crucial?
Yeah, we have planned 150, but thank you, Manan. He go for big sixes and alhamdulillah score is 170.
Yeah, and with the ball as well, first 9 overs, no wickets. Yes, the run rate was a bit low, but did you have any pressure because they were not losing any wickets?
We don't have pressure because we have good batting, bowling strengths. Ishtiaq and Usman Najib did not bowl today because weather is too hot. But alhamdulillah, did well today, all bowlers.
Congratulations to your team today and well played.
Thank you.
So that was the Saudi Arabia captain. Before I announce the Man of the Match award, I'd like to call on the match referee, Mr. Ramesh, to give the award. And it goes to a player who scored 41 not out of 25 deliveries and took 5 for 9 with the ball. Wajih Hassan. Congratulations, Wajih. Get the match ball as well for taking a fifer. So congratulations, Wajih. Once again, we'll have a chat with you on your personal performance. When you went into bat, conditions were slightly difficult. What was your plan?
Yeah, our plan is keep batting. In the end, me and Manan and alhamdulillah we succeeded in our plan.
And with the ball as well, you came in at a stage where wickets were not falling and it was getting out of hand. So what was your plan there, and how did you plan to actually execute it?
This wicket ball little bit low, and my plan is go to right areas in this wicket, and alhamdulillah I'm succeeding in my plan.
Congratulations today and excellently played.
Thank you so much.
That's it. So that's it from the post-match presentation for match number 7. Do join us for match number 8 very soon.